good evening. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Greg Estabrooks, and today I'm going to be talking to you in my short clinic about the topic of improving your weaker side. The reason I chose this topic is because it's a common issue that I find with a lot of my students and a lot of drummers, that they start off, and most people have a stronger hand and a stronger foot, a stronger side, and a weaker side. Now, typically, when you're leading when you're on the drum set, you're leading with your stronger side. So your stronger side gets better, and your weaker side stays where it is. So what we have to do to resolve this issue is focus on our weaker side. We have to kind of try to close that gap and play more with our weaker side to get it up to the level, or toward the level of the stronger side. So what you have on your PDF, if you look at number 1, it's a practice pad rudiment. And I'm going to start it very slow, just so you can kind of see how it goes. You're going to see a bunch of lefts and a few rights. And so here we go. The subdivision is 8th note triplets. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it to the metronome. I'm going to play this warm-up at 3 different tempos. I'm going to start at 60 beats per minute, then I'll go to 90 beats per minute, and then I'll take it up to 120. I hope you guys are all doing this with me at home. Good. Now I'm going to bring it up to 90. Good. 120. Good. So that's the warm-up today. Number 2 on your PDF is going to be the basic rock groove. Now this is where we start to work on the drum set, and we're focusing on our weaker side. So rather than think of how I wrote the PDF in rights and lefts, I'd like you to think in stronger or weaker sides. So if your weaker side is your right side, then you got to reverse it. Okay. So I'm going to play each example from here on out at 2 different tempos. I'll start the basic rock groove very slowly at 60 beats per minute. So the only thing I forgot to mention is that now when I do it at, I'm going to take it to 110. When I do it at the second tempo, I'm going to add my right hand. So I'm going to start moving my right hand around the kit. This is one of the advantages of playing open-handed, is that now you can move your opposite hand around the drums and kind of start to create new ideas. Okay, so the next groove on your PDF is going to be a basic 6/8 beat with the bass drum on the 1 and the snare drum on the 4. So 6/8, you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll start this one at 80 beats per minute. I'm going to move it up to 110, and I'll start to, again, move my right hand around the kit a little bit. The last example we have on the PDF is halftime shuffle. I'm going to start the halftime shuffle for the first example at 80 beats per minute. My second example for the halftime shuffle, and this is the last example, so if you want to start sending off your questions, feel free to do so while I start to move my right hand around the kit while playing the halftime shuffle at 100 beats per minute.